The very idea of human being some sort of natural concept is really going to change.
Our bodies will be so high-tech, we won't be able to really distinguish between what's natural and what's artificial.
Inside our own heads is the most complex arrangement of matter in the known universe.
You might ask yourself, can we get to be superhumans?
Yeah, there's literal people giving themselves godlike power and authority through a technological revolution, but hey, did you see She-Hulk? Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human being. This is Luke Rudkowski here of WeAreChange.org, and we got a lot of absolutely crazy news to get into today, as of course, we are going through a fourth industrial revolution that is extremely dangerous for everyone, as of course, it's most likely going to be in the hands of the IRS, of the unaccountable ruling elites, with the same character types as Liz Cheney, that at least for now, won't be in political office. What happened in her race? What's the larger implications? How will our future robotic technocratic overlords treat us? Well, we're going to get into that plus a lot more all in this independent media broadcast. But before we do, if you like the shirt that I'm wearing right now that says people will forget your words, people will forget your accomplishments, but no one will forget that you voted for Joe Biden, you could get it right now on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And the video that we played in the beginning of this broadcast looks like it was made by a user called Just a Dude, and we're going to be doing our best to find his or her YouTube channel and link it down in the description below so you could watch more of their stuff. And I think they definitely did a good job describing the technocratic transhuman nightmare ahead of us, which of course is being pushed on by the World Economic Forum, that openly brags that through this fourth industrial revolution, there's going to be a lot of useless people that need to be pacified with drugs and video games. They're also openly talking about how smartphones will be inside of human bodies by 2030, as of course now we're also today finding out that their digital identification program is being officially implemented in Canada, working in partnership with the World Economic Forum, the same World Economic Forum that bragged about infiltrating half of the cabinet of the current government with their, quote, young global leaders, who of course are individuals working for the World Economic Forum and not for the people that they're supposed to be serving and representing. And yes, you heard me correctly, Klaus Schwab literally is bragging about how he has half of Justin Trudeau's cabinet in his own pocket, literally saying this.
So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are for our actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
Oh, yeah, government work for me, you poor peon, is essentially what he was saying, in my own personal opinion, as of course the World Economic Forum has been implementing a lot of draconian, insane policies, and you could only bet your bottom dollar those policies will only get more insane, more in favor of the unaccountable billionaire class as technology progresses to the point where even researchers at NYU are working on and creating an algorithm that could track your mental health through your skin, creating a wearable device that will, quote, monitor your mental state. This as we're also getting rumors that the Chinese are working on 6G technology that allegedly has boosted brain cell growth in mice, which allegedly could make younger mice smarter. Now, how will this technology be used and abused in a track, trace, and database society where already government officials along with unaccountable corporations abuse the power that they have given themselves, that they have taken away from the general public? Well, in reality, anything is possible, and what was deemed science fiction yesterday could be our reality today. And how nefarious and how disgusting these government agents could get could become limitless, as already they're building the apparatuses of the police state around you, as of course we're getting this shocking video of IRS agents training to, of course, disarm, detain, and arrest lemonade stand children, middle-class business owners, and of course people who don't report their $601 Venmo transactions. Yes, the video footage that you're watching right now is being shared widely on the internet, as of course the IRS will be funded to the tune of tens of billions of dollars. They are supposed to be hiring 87,000 new members, which we were told was supposed to be about helping us, helping them answer their phone, helping them fight billionaires. And in reality, they are literally practicing at storming middle-class suburban homes and going after business owners and their alleged underreporting of income, specifically showing confrontations that they're practicing for, literally going after small business owners like the one you're seeing fictitiously represented through these training drills. Literally, the scenario that they're highlighting is a landscaping guy that armed IRS agents apprehended and were able to successfully find out that he had two different set of books, two different set of accounts. Big victory for the IRS, as of course the pound of flesh to Moloch will be given, and your liberties, along with your financial future, being ruined. Also, look at the way that this guy clears the door.
Are you federal agent? Freeze. Put your hands up.
Are you freaking kidding me? Just when you need the perfect analogy for government incompetency, this is it right there. You pick the unhealthiest guy to go through the door, barrel down, literally walking in like, IRS. And this is the future for you, all of your Venmo transactions and lemonade stands. Now, why are they doing this? Why are they training for this? Well, because the billionaire corporate banking elites want their pound of flesh, and let's be honest, they're going to get it one way or another. As of course, the Inflation Reduction Act, which even CBS News says won't be reducing inflation, is helping the government create an IRS army that of course will be going after individuals that will be paying for the same act that will be directly benefiting billionaires like Bill Gates. As of course, many of the policies, many of the rules, many of the new regulations put forward by this Inflation Reduction Act not only increases the size of the IRS, but directly benefits Bill Gates, his businesses, his interests. As of course, the bill is going to be raising taxes on the middle class to the tune of over $20 billion. Most of that money will be transferred to the hands of many unaccountable billionaires, pushing, of course, climate policies that directly benefit him and his businesses. This, as today we're finding out about dinners that happened between Bill Gates and the West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin that is responsible for pushing forward this bill, for passing it. We're also learning about dinners in Washington, D.C. that happened between Gates and the senator that was crucial for this vote. So remember, when the IRS agents show up at your door, you're just doing your patriotic duty to help the larger transfer of wealth to the unaccountable billionaire class. Thank you, IRS. Thank you, federal government, doing the hard work, implementing the policies of the super rich, just like they did with the PPP loans, which actually went to some of the wealthiest, richest people in America, which nearly all have been forgiven on their debts. Who's paying for these loans to the super rich people? You are. You know, Jay-Z, Khloe Kardashian, they need our support, and the IRS will make sure that they get it. Yeah, that's not a society I want to participate in, and if you're like that as well, you should check out LukeUncensored.com, our own platform, where we get into a lot of economic, social issues. Lots of crazy news happening in this world today that we cannot talk about on this particular broadcast. Lots of things that we want to highlight that we can't. The UK, by the way, just approved a new booster that's supposed to be better, but why are we still forcing the old booster? Again, lots of questions, lots of crazy things to get into. We're going to be focusing specifically on health when it comes to the corruption of our food industry and how not to be a larger victim of the state. By the way, we also have an entire masterclass on traveling, expating, getting second residency, all free for members on LukeUncensored.com. We're also going to continue answering some of your questions on the forum. Again, lots of things available for members when they sign up on LukeUncensored.com. If you haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for? Click the link down in the description below to get and to be a part of the conversations happening. Lots of incredible things happening in the forum. Lots of people meeting each other. And again, just click the link down in the description below. Sign up right now, as you also will get a video almost every single day. We got a brand new one available for you right now from today's report. Get it right now by going to LukeUncensored.com. See you there right after this video. Now, I think it's also fair to say that there is a political transition happening here in the United States that could be perfectly characterized by what just happened a couple hours ago in Wyoming, where, of course, the congressional incumbent candidate who is known as the anti-Trump, pro-establishment candidate, the daughter of Dick Cheney, the butcher of Iraq, the Halliburton profiteer, the lying war chief, resoundingly lost to, of course, an opposition candidate in her own political party during a GOP primary in a massive major loss, losing by over 37 points, the fourth worst incumbent loss since 1968. The winner, of course, was a Trump-backed candidate, highlighting once again the rise of Trump-backed candidates, which all have been representing what some people call the MAGA movement. And it is worth noting that a lot of Trump-backed candidates have been having very successful political victories, especially in local elections, and are projected to continue their victories in the upcoming 2022 midterm elections. And with this victory, I think it's fair to say that this is a symbolic retribution against what is perceived as the establishment in Washington, D.C., since, of course, Liz Cheney represented not only neoconservatism, but many of the worst policies in Washington, D.C. that trampled on people's freedom and economic prosperity. Liz Cheney's husband was a partner in a law firm that defended Hunter Biden. Her father was known as the chief architect of neoconservative thinking that instituted many foreign policy blunders that have killed millions of people to no benefit at all to American hegemony, except for the profits of the military-industrial complex that, of course, he had his hands in. Lots of people are saying what happened last night is a, quote, rejection of incompetent, out-of-touch politicians, and according to some individuals, a pushback against, quote, anti-Trump Republican crybabies. This from the words of Christian Withen, as, of course, the former president of the United States publicly congratulated the candidate that he backed in this race, and then went on to call Liz Cheney a political hack that, quote, should be ashamed of herself the way she acted and her, quote, spiteful, sanctimonious words and actions towards others. Going on and saying, quote, now she can finally disappear into the depths of political oblivion, where I am sure she will be much happier than she is right now. Thank you, Wyoming. This, as Liz Cheney went on national television and even in her speech last night, hinted at the possibility of her running for the presidency of the United States in the upcoming 2024 elections. What's going to be happening? Will Liz Cheney resurface? Will the Cheney dynasty continue to have their way with the Middle East, with the American people? Well, what do you think? Let me know down in the comment section below. Lots of crazy things happening in politics. I think it's only fair to say it's going to get a lot crazier from here. That's just my own personal opinion and perspective. If you agreed with what I said in this video, share it with your friends and family members. You disagree, let me know why. I love constructive criticism. I love being able to critically think. You have a skill, you have a talent, you have the ability to discern information. Use it wisely. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. One more video coming your way here on LukeUncensored.com. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't you guys even signing up and watching those videos. And this is why. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on WeAreChange.org.